Night of the Horrified presents Fresh Popcorn.
I went into this one knowing very little other than Henry Zebrowski was playing a role in it. I'm glad I took the plunge because I got a lot more than I bargained for. When Hank's girlfriend leaves him, he starts to lose his mind. Simple enough. Combining thick emotional drama with horror is harder than it seems. For every Hereditary you get, about 20 Maggies. Now that's a Schwarzenegger zombie flick for those who haven't heard of it. When I sat down to watch After Midnight, I was prepared for a snore fest. I'll be honest. Plot-heavy horror flicks are hit and miss with me. Because if your writing sucks, you're going to lose me in about 10 minutes. Luckily, After Midnight has some very competent writing behind it. It's a drama about someone dealing with the loss of love, wrapped in a really terrifying creature flick. The film immediately starts out heavy and steeped in mood, which I dug from the beginning. Written and directed and starring Jeremy Gardner of the film Battery, which is another awesomely unique flick you should check out. This film, though, is addicting. You never want to look away. It's also loaded with a bit of cringe, as any of us who has dealt with a major breakup know very well how we all act during those feelings of hopelessness and heartbreak. Singing a karaoke version of Lisa Loeb's Stay is only part of the process I went through. So, needless to say, it's pretty relatable. But this is also a very well-crafted horror movie, so don't let the drama turn you away. No, scenes go from touching and emotional, then silly and kind of lighthearted, to extreme dread and fear in a whiplashing effect that has you frightened when nothing even remotely horrifying is happening on the screen. I can honestly say this is one of the first new horror movies in a long while to legitimately scare me, and I've seen so many on-screen terrors that it's very, very difficult to pull that off. Oh, and I gotta say, my man Henry Zebrowski of Last Podcast fame, whom I'm a huge fan of, gets a lot more screen time than usual here. I still am holding out hope that one day he'll play the lead in his own horror movie, but he does an excellent job here for what he has been given to work with. After Midnight is more than a horror movie. It's a legitimately good film full of emotion, and yes, some very unique creature frights. I loved it, and so will you. Check out After Midnight today on VOD and physical media. It's only around $10 on Vudu right now, so now's the time. And please check this one out, because it's indeed a batch of fresh popcorn. Thank you. I'm Lee Evans for Night of the Horror File, and this has been Fresh Popcorn. If you want your project featured on Fresh Popcorn, drop us a line on Twitter or through email at horrorfilemailbag@gmail.com.